Welcome back, folks. If you're just joining us, we've got a surprise for you. Tonight, you will witness one of the most anticipated chat log readings in the history of Perverted Justice and To Catch a Predator. I'm joined by my co-host, Jim. Jim, I'd like to hear some of your thoughts on what is about to transpire here tonight. Thanks, Jim. Glad to be here with you on this momentous occasion. It's a capacity crowd here at the Hamburger Memorial Sports Arena, and the air is electric as two heavyweights step into the ring to do battle. It's ZoeyMauve versus the Fleet Captain, and you, the viewer, have a ringside seat. Your thoughts, Jim? Thanks, Jim. Well, ZoeyMauve has an impressive record. He's read everyone from Paul Clemente to Gabe Romano. And let's not forget about that Maurice Wolin series. Oh, you're right about that, Jim. ZoeyMauve is no spring chicken. He's been doing this for quite a while now. But I gotta admit that after the Dustin McFetridge series, I thought Zoey was headed for retirement. Then he comes out with that Rabbi David K series. Your thoughts, Jim? Thanks, Jim. The Rabbi David K series was very insightful indeed, and there's no doubt that series was a challenge for Zoey. But let's not forget about his pre-Mount Dustin experience. For example, the Joe Wunderler series. Is that experience going to factor in tonight's bout, Jim? Well, Jim, Zoey himself has said that the Joe Wunderler chat is the standard by which all other chats are judged. But I'm forced to ask myself, is Zoey getting in over his head by taking on the Fleet Captain at this point in his career? Is he ready for it, Jim? You've got a point, Jim. It's interesting that you bring up the Joe Wunderler series. I think TCAPers and pornographers around the world will agree. That is some pretty depraved stuff. You're right about that, Jim. Agreed, Jim. But I'm concerned that Zoey is underestimating the Fleet Captain chat log simply because he survived the Joe Wunderler chat. How so, Jim? Well, Jim, it's no secret that Zoey barely survived the Joe Wunderler chat. Combine that with the fact that Joe Wunderler is ranked number 3 in the top 10 slimiest chat logs on the Perverted Justice website, and you've got a recipe that could spell disaster for ZoeyMauve. Well, Jim, number 3's not bad. True, Jim, but number 3 ain't number 1. And tonight, Zoey's taking on the number 1 rated most slimiest chat log in the history of Perverted Justice. Wow, just listen to that crowd. Well, Jim, we did say that tonight was momentous. Indeed we did, Jim. Indeed we did. Any more thoughts? Thanks, Jim. Let's talk about the Fleet Captain. Let's, Jim. Okay, Jim. We already know that the Fleet Captain's chat is rated the most disgusting and depraved chat log by Perverted Justice itself. You can't get a greater endorsement than that. Have you heard anything else that may come into play in tonight's reading? Well, let's be frank, Jim. The Fleet Captain is a shady character shrouded in mystery and rumor. There's been talk of stepdaughter's panties being brought into the chat. Wow, Jim, that's frightening. Indeed, Jim, I just hope that Zoey understands the challenge he faces tonight. Okay, Jim. Let's take it to the mat. If you were a betting man, who do you think will win tonight? I gotta be honest, Jim. It's a tough call. Zoey's got experience, but the Fleet Captain is depravity with a capital D. Zoey's got his work cut out for him. Even so, my money's on Zoey. Me too, Jim. I'm rooting for Zoey on this one. You and me 3, Jim. Ha 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 ha. I see the MC is stepping into the ring. This fight is about to begin. Let's join the action now with our ringside audio. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Hamburger Memorial Sports Arena and its owners, Lorne Armstrong Limited Holdings Incorporated, we warmly welcome you to the chat log reading of the century. In this corner, with an impressive catalog of 178 videos uploaded to YouTube and a subscriber base of over 350 viewers, he's a highly ranked amateur chat log reader and professional TCAP enthusiast, ZoeyMauve! And in this corner, weighing in with an intimidating 64-page chat log, rated by Perverted Justice as the most despicable chat log they've ever seen, held in the highest regard by predators everywhere, the Fleet Captain! Ooh, not a lot of love out there for the Fleet Captain tonight, Jim. You're right, Jim. Just listen to that vitriol. There's a lot of hate out there for the Fleet Captain. I agree, Jim. That's hate in its purest form. Well, I see the referee has entered the ring. Let's listen in. All right, gentlemen. I want a good, clean chat. ZoeyMauve, I want predator voice and decoy voice. No excessive laughter and no obsessing over spelling. Fleet Captain, I want depravity, sickness, and perversion. You better not bore us. Any violation of my rules will land each of you in the corner. Do you understand these rules? Zoe, are you ready? Fleet Captain, are you ready? Return to your respective corners, and when the bell rings, let's get it on. Well, folks, the stage is set. The crowd is going wild. We'd like to take a moment to thank the Hamburger Memorial Sports Arena and its owners, Lorne Armstrong Limited Holdings Incorporated, as well as our corporate sponsors. Thomas Coffen, Blacktop Sealant, JPW Employment Services, Chuck Harding, Big Brothers No Sisters Chapter, the Travis Fowler Pleasure Center, Joe Wunderler, Dog Shelter and Rescue, Boots and More Fashion by Gerald White, the Michael Willis Optometry Center with co-sponsor Fort Myers, Florida Home Toss Cookies, Don Ceech Fitness Studios, Joseph Myrick Trucking and Transportation, Mount Dustin Climbing and Outerwear, Ernest Timmons Photography Studio, First and Grand Waitstaff and Craft Services, Riverside Predator Help Desk, Paul Clemente Virgin Hotline, Thomas Campbell Asthma Inhalers, Fastlane, Robert Lyons Age Regression Incorporated, Jeff Stacy Voice Therapy Clinic, Westerbeck Elevator Shoes, Alonzo Wade Party Supplies, Cleanest BestPleasure.com, the Michael Warrecker Center for Rectal Research and Vampirism, the Anthony Sorrentino Fantasy Baseball League. Cameras and microphones provided by Mitchell Wagenberg. Security provided by Ron Knight Security Services. Limousines provided by Hi Buddy What's Up Daytime Drivers. Eyewear provided by Sunglasses by Maurice. On-site tutoring provided by the Walter Babst Institute of Higher Learning. Restroom facilities provided by Twin Toilet Septic Services. Bondage gear provided by Slave to Mistresses. Tonight's invocation was performed by the Rabbi David K. Our hosts were outfitted by David Schumacher, Southern White Boy Fashions. Special thanks to Perverted Justice, To Catch a Predator, Hanson vs. Predator, The Church of God, The Church of God LDL, Sam Pendleton, Bass Shaman, Nathaniel Trevor, Crank Cinema, Ticks, Crestfallen, Denny Zen, Dr. Julian Bashir, Tamporn Music, Kayla Sings Back to Lorne, Lorne Armstrong, 222-830, John Pedersen, Mike V, Brother Russ, EMM1138, To Catch a Codfish, Boston Codfish Football, Jimmy Wiles, Daniel Hilton, Alenia Talia, James Lynch, Lawrence Little Dick. Let's not forget the on-site decoys who have made fantasy a harsh reality for so many predators. Casey Morrow, Emily Bix, Samantha Cope, Lindsay Faye Wagner, Danny Yaden, Amanda from Fortin, Georgia, Rochelle from Petaluma, Dan Schrack, the other male decoy from Flagler Beach. Tonight's event is dedicated to the climbers of Mount Dustin, Taylor Wilds, Ticks, Brian Lingard, Lori Essex, Araya Kansari, Alenia Tolia, Tim Clark, Anna Karenina, Malachi Tate. A very special shout out to all the subscribers. You make it for reals. Jim, any final words before the match? Not a one, Jim. I think you covered it all. Thanks, Jim. Let's get to the action.